I'm still trying to figure out like what house is sweet. Well, this is a real story.
So, I'm here at the second annual Texas Backpackers YouTube Meetup. I think that's the right phrase. Yeah, so first night we are just car camping, and we're just a little bit a ways from the parking lot, not far at all. So I'm bringing luxury tonight. I've got my fancy Thermarest compressible pillow. I've got my Sea to Summit Comfort Deluxe self-inflating pad. I've got my Sea to Summit reactor liner and my 20-degree enlightened equipment quilt. We were still on a burn ban tonight, so it's been pretty chilly. So we've had some layers on. It's I have to check my pack, but I think it's about 40 degrees right now. So I brought my film camera. This is a pretty sweet little point and shoot camera that I love. Really looking forward to taking some shots on this tomorrow. I took this on my trip to Colorado and loved it. I'm gonna sleep with all of my electronics tonight because it's getting pretty cold. We'll see you in the morning. Let's hope we have a good night's sleep. Well, it's morning on day 2. It's about 7 a.m. We are gonna get going, break down camp. We're just car camping, so I just brought my car camping stuff for last night, my big roomy tent, my big comfy sleeping pad. So I was pretty cold though. I didn't bring an Nalgene to do a hot water bottle, but I do have some hand warmers. So I'm gonna rely on those tonight. It's supposed to be a little bit colder tonight, and we're gonna be at a backcountry site. So let's hope I don't freeze. We're gonna break down camp, have breakfast, gear up, and then head over to the headquarters to get our permits for our primitive sites. And then we're gonna hike a few miles and drop our weight, set up camp, and then keep exploring. So really excited to film today and hang out with these awesome people. I'm having a great time. Garage Grown Gear sent me this sweet ultralight toothbrush in my last order. A+, thank you so much, Garage Grown Gear.
Alright, I'll be back. A bit of a climb now, kind of trailing at the end here.
This is the heaviest pack I've had. It's like 35 pounds with all the food and water. And I'm bringing a couple luxuries. There's a couple beers. So it'll be lighter though. We just did a big push up this hill. So now we're at the top of it. Get some good views. Out that way. And more this way. I've gotten separated from the group, but I think I'm pretty close. Look at that. Gorgeous. Having a great time. This pack is awesome. Alright guys, I'm going to show you what I have in my pack today. I think we hiked like 2 miles.
Yes.
Do you know how long it was? I did that whole thing and it wasn't even recording. Alright, just for you at home, I just pulled everything out of my pack to show you what I brought, and it wasn't recording. So I might redo that, I might not. It's 35 pounds with food and water. New Waymark gear, light frame, light 50, the small, medium torso, and large hip belt. Time to set up camp. So there we go. I've got my ridge line. Tarp is set up with these Dutch worms. I believe these are called the worm. Plenty of space underneath for my tent. If it gets really windy, I'm going to use these guy out points. I have a couple extra stakes, so that might help. Really good space up top. Nothing to fall on me, which is great. It's looking a little loose in here, so I might tighten this up. But let's get the tent put up and see how well it's working. Got my Sea to Summit sleeping pad. Favorite piece of gear, my Enlightened Equipment Enigma. 20 degree. It's only getting down to freezing tonight, so I think I'll be good. Hopefully this plus my liner and my layers and my sleeping pad keeps me warm. Here we go, that's my setup tonight. Time to get some lunch going. Keep them crunchy. Add those crumbles now. I got this awesome mix of cherries, apples, pecans, and walnuts. They're covered in cinnamon sugar. Really, really good. I also brought this mushroom ramen with some extra veggies, and I found this like taco meat replacement that's dehydrated, so I thought I'd put that in here for a little extra protein and have that. And for tonight, this green tamale pie. I've had this before. It is fantastic. Highly recommend this one. And I brought a little Cholula for it. And if we're still hungry, I brought the strawberry rhubarb crumble from Fernway. So, very excited to try that. It's 7 a.m. and I haven't heard any moving around from anybody else, so I might be the only one awake. Cameron told me that you could put boiling water inside of a platypus bottle, so I made a hot water bottle out of that because I didn't bring an algae this trip, and that really saved my toes. They were falling off by the time I went to bed, so that really, really helped. Well, made it through the night. Wasn't terribly cold, so I think that sleeping pad plus a hot water bottle and everything else I use is an A+ for 32 degrees. So any colder than that, I'd probably be a little cold. So now it's time for breakfast. definitely brought more food than
Frozen.
Get a beautiful trail though. A liter of water.
Oh my goodness, it's
They don't have
gorgeous.
Garmin or
Yes, I do. That was very, very cool.
One good old smart water.
Time to break down camp. It's just gorgeous out here. This has been such a fun trip. Sloppy, but it worked.
Oh yeah.
Hiking out on the wilderness trail today, which is mostly downhill. It's a little longer, but it's a little bit more flat. That plus our pack weights being lighter today. Hoping that today should be nice and breezy and we can all get back to our cars and back to our families. So should be a nice walk back to the car. Super fast. We are kind of stuck back in the back of the pack, but that's just how it goes. Beautiful today. The wind is nice. It's starting to warm up a little, but it's still perfect weather. This trip really worked out. So when I started, full weight was just at about 35 pounds. We're gonna test it now, see what I got. So I guess I only dropped 4 pounds with food and water. The pack worked out really well. Pack pods are always fantastic. The Garmin worked really well. No gear failures at all. So overall, super big success. Had a great time. Thank you so much to Cameron for inviting me, and to ChucoHiker, Liz, Sydney, Justin, Jerry, and Eli. Had a great time. Thank you all for such a great trip. This was a perfect intro to backpacking for me, so I really appreciate it, and hope to see you guys out there again. That's a wrap on the YouTubers Meetup. Catch you on the next one. Then we'll get our hilarious jog backs.
All right.